inSTEM is a holistic mentorship and skills development program. We invite you to bring your whole selves into this virtual learning space. So before I turn it over to the experts, let's pause for a moment of mindfulness.
My name is Tarek Fadel. I'm the Assistant Director of a Research Center at the Koch Institute for Integrative Cancer Research at MIT. It's right in the heart of Kendall Square in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The name of the center is the Marvel Center for Cancer Nanomedicine. It's a community like no other. We solve grand challenges in cancer detection, treatment, and monitoring through the power of miniaturization, so the technology you have in your cell phone, and with the concept of what we call convergence, which is the blending of the life and the physical sciences with engineering. I think the most impactful team leaders are people that are ever adapting, they're flexible, and it comes down to being true to yourself and having a willingness to learn along this journey. And what I mean by being true to yourself is having a level of awareness, some sort of perspective about the people you work with and about who you are. And so, when you lead a team, you need to continue to ask yourself this question, where are you heading, why, and how are you going to get there? Because the team will be asking you that same exact question along the way. And about number two, about being flexible in this journey, just being able to quickly adapt, have a sense of curiosity, a willingness to learn, so you can seamlessly integrate what you've learned from the team and the feedback you're getting to help kind of just formalize this journey towards a common goal is something that I think is central also to being an effective leader. Your first opportunity to say, get a job, lead a team, it doesn't have to be perfect. And this reflects your desire to pivot, your desire, your willingness to be flexible, and then being a facilitator, a connector, or an instigator, someone who has a sense of initiative, someone who's proactive, is something that I think is a good characteristic to have. And related to that, being influential, being visible, I think is very important. And also have some set of principles. And when we talk a lot about principled leaders, with the caveat that you'll likely have to evolve along the way. And again, it goes to the process of learning and being flexible. Everybody has a starting point when they think about the spectrum of leadership. Personally for me, as a child of immigrant and first generation American in my family, I look up to my parents because of their journey in providing us kind of like the opportunities to learn and grow and give back. They both guided me in building those principles and enabled me to drive to serve others. I think that's something that's been very important from the very beginning. They've sacrificed so much to provide me with opportunities to learn, and I often look at this experience as an inspiration for me to serve others. It really culminates, though, often in times of crisis, I think, where true marks of leadership are characterized by resilience, awareness, and vision to get through this fog of uncertainty. And one example that comes to mind, for example, is Dr. Sangeeta Bhatia at MIT. She has this ability to see miles through the fog, right? And including this pandemic fog we're going through right now, it doesn't have to limit itself with kind of like the breakthroughs and scientific innovations per se, but also supporting the human side of science by making people feel like they matter, they're connected in this age of remote engagement, right? We all feel somewhat disconnected, yet she finds a way to build an ecosystem that elevates and connects everyone. A good teammate is someone who is able to maintain kind of like this accountability process individually and being able to just kind of engage and support others, have this great sense of initiative, being true to themselves. You know, we always think of leadership as this process where you manage a group or a community and you're this leader and you get them towards that goal. But really, you know, the whole idea of leadership can really be something that's personalized and individualized, right? It's an ecosystem on its own. When you hold yourself accountable, you're leading yourself towards that goal as part of a team. That is a process of leadership on its own. And learning, as I mentioned, should be an integral process that's embedded in that journey. You can learn to be a good teammate. And the most important part of this answer is you will never stop learning from being a good teammate. I think this is something that you strive to, and you'll continue to learn, because as long as you work in a diverse, dynamic, fluid team, you'll always learn something new, right, about being a good teammate, and that will never stop. So when you're embarking yourself into that journey of working in a team and you're not used to it, just remember that even the people that you consider as good teammates are continuing to learn, and they will fail. There will be mistakes along the way, but that's important, because as long as you're able to go beyond your comfort zone, I think there's something truly remarkable about that, because it will help enrich your experience. It will create new stories. It will help you kind of just broaden your perspective, and again, even people that you think are good teammates, good leaders, they're continuing to learn, because that's just a hallmark of working for a diverse team. So my advice is start early, and don't just settle with working in teams within your own bubble, within your own comfort zone. Just try to go beyond that and try, for example, do community service. Team sports is actually like a really good option. One thing I've done for many years is I actually practice judo, which is a martial art, and I've coached it for many years, and there's something remarkable about that, right? You'll learn a lot about working with newcomers, with veterans. I mean, everybody's got different engagement style, and it really just teaches you how to work with others in general. Learn how to get out of your comfort zone, be challenged. I think the best part of teamwork is really, it is a dynamic process, right? So you'll make mistakes along the way, and you'll learn a lot. And most importantly, you'll learn about what really drives you and towards the collective pursuit of a common goal, and learn how to engage with others to help you get there. One thing I would tell the students in your group is, I will challenge you to contact me and come up with one thing you're challenged by, and I would look forward to hearing from you. And I think I would love to work with you individually on helping you overcome that challenge. If there's one thing that we've learned in my current job and on the human side of science, is that there is something really special about working with people individually and building their brand as scientists. It's not something that you can scale up or build like a curriculum or classes. Everyone is different. Everyone has their individual pursuit towards working in a team or becoming leaders. And I think there needs to be a spotlight on this individual pursuit and the ability to engage with everyone individually.
We hope you found this useful. For more videos in this series, please visit us at nationalmetals.org/inSTEM.